What's up, beautiful Bellcast listeners? Welcome to another episode. I'm Gio.
And I'm Bart. I was going to ask you, right now our life is kind of in limbo a little bit because we don't have because we don't have our babysitter.
Shit show.
So, and we don't want to put Taika in like a pre-care. What's the right word?
I don't know. Daycare?
Yeah, we don't want to put him in daycare or get a babysitter just yet because you were saying that we're only going to have this time for a very short amount of time because the minute
we have a month left.
Yeah, because the minute Taika starts school, we pretty much have the next 12, 13 years is a set schedule. You have quarters and semesters, and we don't have them the way we do now, which I understand. But from your perspective, when we finally are able to put Taika in school, get out here, what is like the thing that you're looking forward to the most?
Oh my God, balance, routine. I'm looking forward to work.
Yeah.
Like I can create a schedule. Like right now, the most routine we have is we'll wake up, train, and then you work from like 9 to 12, and then from 12 to 3 or whatever I work. And the routine part of that too is also like in between that we eat together, like around noon or whatever. But like everything in between at least is just fucking a shit show because you're just with Taika and you want him to play, and like there's like bottle time and then there's nap time and like then he has jujitsu now. So it's like there's just like weird things happening in between that I just don't like.
Yeah.
So I prefer more consistency. And I just want to work. You know?
Yeah. Like so, really work on all of our stuff. Like getting this room decorated.
Like all of it. Yeah. There's just a shit ton of shit that we have to get done. But when I pull back, I'm just like, dude, it's only 30 days. Like it's not... at that time when we needed to make the decision is actually 60 days. And I'm like, 60 days in relation to the rest of my living fucking life is nothing.
Damn, for me, it's the opposite. For me, it's like, if he's already going to be in school the next 12, 13 years like this, then what's additional 60 days? We might as well put him in daycare.
Well, no, it's like the road trip versus flying there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if we were putting him in daycare, would he have finally got into jiu-jitsu like as quickly as he did?
That's took true, him because of the trust that we have.
Like we've been like, because there was a bike incident. So the bike incident is... he was deathly afraid of riding on his big boy bike. It does have training wheels on the sides, but you know that part of like the bike where it's like perfectly balanced?
Yeah.
So both of the training wheels aren't touching. So I think that part where he thought he would fall, he hated. But we both worked with him. He gained the confidence. He finally starts riding at fucking full speed to the point where he's braking and he skids. Like I saw his little tire mark. That's how fast he fucking goes.
That's skinny.
That happened because we were spending this time with him. It took last month to coax him to finally do it this month. So then because of that, him going to jiu-jitsu completely afraid took 10 days of him going? Just about?
Yeah, just about, yeah. Quite a few times. I was like, is it going to be like this forever?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just the amount that
I was ready to take him like every single day for a whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could have been longer, or it wouldn't have happened this quickly because we had, the track record of the bicycle incident or the bicycle training. And then now moving it forward to
that would have happened during like daycare hours.
But yeah, it wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't have excelled as much as he has already.
Yeah.
So that's for me is the road trip version of just flying to the destination, it speeds up one area, but it's going to delay everything else. Or it doesn't allow things to happen. So for me, I'm like, no. Like, think about it. There's no other time that we're going to have this much time with this dude. There's going to be nothing.
All summer break?
I mean, maybe. I think we're going to put him in a bunch of fucking sports and stuff. Like
winter break?
All of that. Like, he's going to still probably be doing extracurricular activities. Like, I'm just saying, like, now we're trying to stack him with a bunch of shit because he's able to learn and retain and communicate and his mobility's better. Like he's just growing into this fucking big boy that now we want to, enrich his life with all this other shit. Whereas before it's like he was a newborn 100% dependent on us. And little by little, he's needing us less and less. And I'm like, I got to enjoy this time that I can.
Yeah.
I've spoken like a true fucking mom, dude.
I do really enjoy me working, and then I see him running around in PJs all day.
You're never going to have that again. Isn't that fucking...
It's pretty cute.
Doesn't that make you sad a little bit?
No.
Okay, well, fuck it.
What? Because I think for me, it's like, it's the opposite, right? Right now, you're like very Mexican of you, but laugh now, cry later. For me, I'm more of like cry now, laugh later, right? Where I know that as soon as I get all this work done and as soon as I get all the projects into a place where it's more autonomous, the sooner I can get that to happen, the more time I could spend with him later on, more frequently. So for me, I'm like, right now, where he barely learned how to talk and do all these things, do I want to spend this time with him now? Like, do I want to pretty much, spend this time with him now? Or when he's like 6 or 7 and I really get to spend lots of time because of all the foundation work I put in autonomizing all the other stuff we need to do.
Yeah, and this is why we celebrate Mother's Day way harder than Father's Day.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just view it completely different, right?
I know.
Because
it's very laugh now, cry later.
No, it's not even laugh now, cry later. I feel right now that, so if you think back to your fondest memories, you're probably thinking back to like your childhood and like how your parents were and how they treated you and just all the love that you had and stuff. No? Is it just me?
I don't know. Keep going. I don't know where you're trying to get at. So I have to think. I don't know what is. None of my fondest memories are very
nice
in the child. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, scratch that. I'm just looking at it as his foundation is being built right now. His personality is like he's growing into all of that.
Yeah.
So I really want to be part of that for him, like with him.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to help him develop it. I want to encourage, all these good things. Cause like
get that in as early as possible.
Yeah. And just create really cool bonds with him.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So now him and I are going to be like this.
Yeah, that's true. Because whatever you built now, or like, let's say whatever you don't build now, it might be too late to build at 6 or 10.
Exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense. So you want to get in as much foundation as you can now.
Absolutely.
I get you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because now once he's older, like there's just so many other things and variables.
Friends and
all of that influences that I might just be missing out on.
Yeah.
So I rather cry now a little bit or cry later, smile now. But I mean, I'm going to continue to smile as much as I possibly can.
I see.
Yeah. And cry later for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait for him to go to school so I could actually work.
Yeah. I don't know. We just see it completely different.
Yeah. I know. I'm just excited to actually have a actual balance. I feel like what we're experiencing now is what a lot of parents experienced the whole year last year.
Oh, right.
Like there's so many parents that were I'm used to taking my kids to school because right when I come back, that's when I can do the laundry and do this and X, Y, and Z. And then later I can like do this, make lunch, or I could do, I could work on the garage or I could do whatever, right? But then now it's like everything is one giant clusterfuck. And so everything is like, no, I can't do laundry on Tuesday mornings that I usually do it. Or
these are for stay-at-home parents.
Or just whatever. Like people
just a routine.
People do different things,
I see.
Like, some dads that live close, they might come home for lunch every day. That's my thing. I come home for lunch and I sneak in a quickie with my wife.
Hey.
There's just
what a healthy marriage.
There's just different routines all the time.
Yeah.
So I think like when things are out of place, it makes other things out of place. And so everything feels so like uncertain.
Yeah. This whole life right now, this block of time that we've been here in Vegas now for just about 2 months is such a blur and it feels like such a fucking dream to me.
Yeah.
Because of the routine part of it, because
we don't have one.
Yeah. Because we have none. Or we have very little routine, but it's like moving here, still trying to learn the landscape, the weather, all of that. And then literally in this house now trying to figure out like cupboards and fucking where to put what and where did this thing get packed? I still don't know, and even moving out, even adjusting as much as like fucking switching out hangers, like there's just so many things that are just not uncertain, but just out of order.
And still going back to LA every 2 weeks for like a few days.
Yeah, traveling back to LA. Yeah, it's been interesting.
What's crazy is I thought I was gonna get tired of that fast. And I thought it would be something I just have to talk myself into it.
Driving to LA?
But it's nothing.
You've done it, what, 2 months now?
Yeah. Like it's I thought it was something that I was gonna be like, oh, I'll regret it, but it's not.
Dread it because you just have to drive and it's just wasted time?
Not just the drive, but just the traveling part. You know, most people don't like traveling that much.
Yeah.
Even the people who like traveling the most are like...
After a while, you get tired of it.
Yeah, but so far, it's been pretty cool. It feels like a nice little change of scenery. And it's almost like, you know how people like... There's people that might live, I don't know, hour away from their parents. But they're like, every Sunday, I got to have dinner with my family. So we all drive to mom's house or whatever. It feels like that. It feels like I'm just going home for every 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, okay. So it does feel like you're going home. Like there's like a comfort to it.
Yeah, like a second home, like mom's home.
Cute.
Yeah, because this is my home. But it feels like I'm going to like where I grew up.
Okay.
Yeah. Like almost feels like how I felt when I used to live in the 626 and I'd go back to Cerritos to visit. Because that was my home, you know, where I grew up. But now like my new adult grow up is LA.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I feel that too, actually. As you were talking, I was trying to figure out, I'm like, oh, I think it's just because it feels good to be back home.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel bad whether I fly or drive or anything. It just feels like, oh, it's just pretty cool.
How cutie.
Yeah. And now it feels like I actually have like the best of both worlds because I get to go back and it's not that far. And then when we drive, it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like I like seeing you next to me, seeing Taika in the back doing whatever the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
And he's having a good time too. So I also feel like since he's so good at traveling, you know, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, it's a 13-hour flight. I never got that because I grew up flying all the time. So I'm like, I think Tyke's going to be like that. You know, people will be like, oh, 6-hour car ride. He goes, what? That's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big cutie dude. Are you excited? You're going to drive your freaking truck for the first time?
Oh, my new truck back home?
Yeah.
I am excited.
Your dad truck?
Yeah.
This is the most dad shit ever.
I fucking love it. I love it so much. I love the front bench seats.
Explain the fucking truck, please. Explain what you had and the capabilities of that guy. And then explain the fucking what you have now and the capabilities of this guy.
So what I had was a 2015, 2016 Silverado. When I was buying it, I was actually on the market. So this is going to get really car geeky.
All right, let me tune out.
Yeah. So Chevys, they have two main motors for their trucks. They got a 5.3 liter V8 or they have a 6.2 liter V8. The 5.3 liter, I believe it's like 350 horses. The 6.2 liter, over 400 horses. They put that big V8 in, Escalades, the Denali's, and then usually the high trim because they need that power. You could tow a boat, that kind of stuff. When I was buying the 2016 Silverado, I wanted something powerful. Of course, you're a dude. You always want something powerful. You want something fast. And at the time, they just didn't offer it. So I went with the other like fully loaded option. And it had like leather, dual climate. There's ventilated seats, TV screen in the back.
You have like Bose.
Yeah, Bose sound system, the whole 9 yards. I got every option you could think of besides the 6.2 because they weren't offering that. The whole time I was driving that truck, probably used 0 of the options. Mm-hmm. But the thing that I feel like it did lack was the power. And I was also looking for bench seats because I always thought it was cute as fuck when the whole family could sit in the front row.
I didn't even know they still made that. Because when I think of bench seats, I associate it to my dad's. What did he have? A Toyota
Tacoma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that she was fucking from like the early 80s.
Oh.
If not the late 70s.
Yeah, I knew they always had them because in the military, all of the civilian vehicles, they're always the working class ones. So when you get the working class vehicles, they all have bench seats in the front.
I see.
Yeah, it's always like the unmarked vehicle, you know, they're not going to give like leather to. So whenever we're like going around in a van or we have a work truck, it's always bench seats. The shifter's always here, never here, you know, that kind of thing. And then so when it was time to, like, we wanted to close escrow on this house and let the credit settle for 60 days before we look into getting the car, even though I've been wanting a new car for like since 2019 even, because we ended up using my truck as a work truck and it got banged up quite a bit. So I kind of lost connection with it being my personal truck. It became more of like a Barbell Brigade work truck. And so I was on the market for it, but I didn't want to get my credit dinged or checked or anything and affect a 30-year loan, which is huge. So any mishap in your credit can affect things long run. So you want to take care of the big thing first. So I was waiting for us to close escrow on our Vegas house and then let the credit score settle and chill out before I went to go look. So when I started looking again, I went right back to what I want. I'm like, bench seats, 6.2 liter V8. I want something that's powerful, but has the cheapest seats available, which they never make. But for some reason, my prayers got answered and they came out with this new Silverado Trail Boss thing, which is literally a working class truck, like the bare bones of everything. My seats are manual, single climate, and but it has a 6.2 liter.
This is really bare because that's not even the standard that cars like their base models don't come like that anymore.
Yeah.
Or like it's really affordable now to have power shit.
Yeah. Like almost every car, you get like a Kia or a Hyundai and it's going to come standard with like power seats and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I found it. I'm like, yes. And what's crazy is I right before that I saw, and you guys will see the vlog where I went to go check out the Ram TRX, which is like the nicest truck you could think of. It's like a super truck. And I don't know, I just got in it. It wasn't me. And I'm like, this is too nice.
Yeah, it was like the rear view mirror. When you went in reverse, that became a monitor. And I'm like, this is too fucking fancy. This is not you at all.
Too extra. And
like you have boomer-like tendencies.
Yeah, I like just basic shit.
Yeah. 1 second, real quick. Let me introduce our first sponsor. Move over, boring water companies, because there's a big boy in town, and I'm talking about Liquid Death, who has some of the sickest branding that I have seen, especially in the water industry. They make some of the yummiest, most refreshing water that I have ever tasted that comes straight out of aluminum cans. So if you've ever walked down the water aisle and you notice that there's this strange tall boy of beer in the bottled water section at like your local, I don't know, grocery store, and you're like, what the hell? Why is there beer here? Look again, because it's not beer, it's actually water. And I personally enjoy drinking it, not because the water is bomb, because it is, but because people are always like, what? Why are you drinking at like 8 a.m? And I'm like, nah, dude, this is water. It is some of the yummiest water. Okay, so now why is this called Liquid Death? Like, why is this water called Liquid Death? Because it will brutally murder your thirst. And honestly, it really does. And their infinitely recyclable tall boy cans also help bring death to plastic bottles. So if you want to do your body a favor and put yummy, refreshing, thirst-quenching, thirst-murdering water in your system, check out Liquid Death. And also, if you just want to do good for this planet, because plastic just isn't actually recyclable the way that it used to be, because now what's happening, because you can't make a profit from it, they're ending up in landfills. And yeah, that's no bueno for us. Aluminum is infinitely recyclable and actually profitable for recycling facilities. So you get to murder your thirst and you get to save the planet. Why not? Check out Liquid Death. You won't regret it. And we're back. What I mean by you have boomer tendencies is like if it's too complicated, or it's not even, if there's too many options or too many buttons, you're just like, ugh, and it takes you forever to navigate that shit. Like just watching you navigate your phone. If I'm not doing good, then I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, oh my God, it's not that hard to find your camera to take a picture.
I know.
They have it for you in the front.
I'm a fucking boomer and I realize it, and I realize I like simple, minimalistic things.
Yeah, you have nothing on this car.
So yeah, this truck literally has nothing, which is awesome. And I have one AC. I don't got to worry about anything else. That one temperature sets the AC for the whole car. And I have my bench seats.
Right. There's no dual, no nothing.
No ventilated seats. I don't give a shit about that. I don't need no seat warmers, no none of that stuff. And I fucking love it. I love it to death. I can see this, like the last car. So the dreams of both cars, when I build my off-road rig, my dream is to be able to go every single like national park or place we travel. I want to get like a little patch or a sticker.
Yeah.
And I want to fill it up so that Taika, like when he's older, he could be like, oh, cool. Look at all the places we've been to in this cool Bearmobile, you know?
Yeah,
So
and for you too, because what we can do is we can get patches and put him in his room or something.
Yeah.
But no, you want it because you think it's cute.
Yeah. So I want it. I want that. And that's what I was trying to do with the black Silverado. But it just didn't make it that far. But with this truck, I could totally see myself driving for a long period of time.
Yeah. Maybe it was meant to be like that. Maybe you were supposed to go through all these things and getting it banged up, and now it's a work truck or whatever.
I know. I was so sad. I was like, oh, I love that guy. It's like, for a dude, it's not just a transportation vehicle. Once you start fixing it up, it becomes like a driving work of art. Because you chose all these parts. There's so many different parts you can choose. Why did you choose that roof rack? Why did you choose those wheels? Why did you choose those things? So
it's like the guy version of a girl's outfit.
Yeah, like a makeup.
Oh.
Like you choose everything. Like there's a reason why I chose that. And then now someone just comes and takes your lipstick and smear it here. Take your eyeliner, smear it over there.
You fucking bitch.
Exactly. So I was like, fuck, my fucking truck's all fucked up. Why can't have it to me like that for a second? And then so, I got this one. And I'm really happy for it. And I can't wait to start fixing this one up and make it the new adventure vehicle.
Are you going to put a rack on it?
Probably.
It has to have a rack, right? No, it doesn't need to.
It doesn't have to. I'm on the fence of it because I'm trying to figure out if I want to go the clean route. So there's the clean off-road route where it still looks stock. It looks like stock on steroids. Or if I want to go like, I'm obviously an off-road vehicle. Like my old truck, it makes a statement, right? You see it and you're like, I'm obviously for off-road. And then I don't know if like
your truck is grumpy, dude.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's like too much every day. If I'm just like going to the grocery store and it's just like, I'm here to fucking tear shit up. And I'm like, do I need to do that? You just calm down, dude. Or maybe I should just need something that's stock, but customized slightly on steroids a little bit. And I don't know. And the other thing where I'm like, I'm not so sure is the old Silverado, I had the camper, and had the inflatable mattress in the back. That was meant to be our family vehicle, to be a unit and go everywhere, right? But now that we've been doing all these RV trips, like I really want to get an RV. So I'm like, do I need the one
You're
vehicle?
Such a dad, dude. When did you become so uncool RV guy?
Hey, it's fun. And I'm like,
it's fucking fun. That's how you know you're old, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, so do I need my truck to be able to do everything? Because then maybe I just need the truck
to be capable.
Just to be capable for light off-roading. Then all the shit I just throw in the RV.
What's light off-roading? Like just going off on the sand? Like
right now, if I wouldn't be too comfortable taking this truck out to go anywhere more than 10 miles an hour on some dirt roads. Like it's going to be bouncy around. It's not going to feel comfortable. I'm not going to have clearance. I'm probably going to scrape the bottom on some rocks and stuff. So I want it to be off-road capable a little bit more. So especially when I go to places, when I go like shooting and stuff, it's usually more into the cut,
Yeah.
Where you're way away from civilization because you got to find, those mountains.
Oh, yeah, because you're shooting some shit.
Yeah, you want to find a mountain backdrop. And then so
you don't want it near a fucking AMC or something.
Yeah. So you want it to be a little bit more off-road capable. But I don't know if I need all those lights if I have like an RV and stuff,
But it looks so cool.
Yeah, you like that?
Why? What do you like?
No, because if you like it, I'm getting it.
I mean, I like fucking Indiana Jones car. You know what I mean? Like we're fucking going on an excursion.
You would like that to be a regular car? You're just
not for me. I mean, I like looking at it. I wouldn't want that.
Oh, I see.
I wouldn't even want a truck. But
I thought you wanted a Defender.
It just looks fun. Oh, yeah, but not like that exaggerated with fucking water, fucking what is it, canteens or whatever.
That's what you wanted.
For you.
No, for you. You said you wanted a Defender, the one that's all hooked up.
Yes, hooked up, but it's not gonna have shit hanging on the side. I'm not gonna have like a light bar or whatever the fuck.
Oh.
But I'm saying for you, having that and seeing that is fun.
So you want me to do it?
I don't care what you do.
No, tell me what to do. Tell me what to do right now. Am I getting a roof rack or not with lights? Yes or no?
Wait, why? I thought you wanted the clean route.
I'm asking you right now.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun. Like if it goes, like I'm here to fucking have a good time.
But we're just there to get ice cream.
I don't give a shit. It looks fun.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Because it just looks like we're a family that has fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you're in my car, it just looks like a family that has like fucking, I don't know, has a good time.
Then I might as well get hooked the fuck up then.
Yeah, what was stopping you before?
I don't know.
Your own self?
Sometimes you just feel like too much. You know the way I dress? I think that's how
like literally what you're wearing right now is how you dress like all the time.
This is how I feel. So I like simplicity.
Oh, then take all that, then go the clean route.
So I like simplicity. And then when I see like, all it decked out. It's fucking dope. Don't get me wrong. But I also feel like that's like,
but it's dope for them.
That's like me dressing like Anthony or Tim, where I got a necklace and I got like a funny hat. And then I got like, you know,
funny hat,
a shirt on that's like, you know, it's all pressed. So it's like so many layers. And it's like let's say he needed to get into a fight with someone. He's got to like take off 5. Like I'm ready to get into a fight anytime.
Why are you trying to fight so much?
I'm not even trying to, but I'm just like, I like that.
Who's picking fights with you?
I just like the,
who's bullying?
I just like to be ready.
I see.
You know what I mean? I mean,
they're ready, but for a different thing.
No, they're not ready for shit. I don't like
They're ready to fucking go to a wedding, do a fucking press conference.
So am I. I want to be ready. Like I like
no,
the
you're
feeling.
not.
I like the feeling of being ready. Like you know, like
you mean ready for some shit. You're always on the defense.
You know who I think got the dopest steez, and they're my steez inspos?
Let me think about it. Is it?
I'll give you 2 people.
Is it part of the? Is it like a movie character?
I'm not gonna say shit, but it's 2 people that are my steez inspos, and they're just ready.
Okay, I don't know then. Who?
Jocko.
Okay.
And Joe Rogan.
Oh, I was thinking Joe Rogan.
Both of them are ready to throw down at any time, and I love that.
What do you mean? They just dress like any other dad.
Like me.
All
versus
right, well,
you
cool.
could be actual.
That's what you like.
Versus you could be like fucking Migos, and then you have all kinds of accessories, and you fight, and maybe your necklace gets caught on a doorknob, and then you're like crack your neck open.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like that's for me. I'm like I just want to be ready for anything, and I like simplicity, minimalistic.
Wait, then your truck has to have fucking lights on it and a rack if you want to be ready for anything.
Who said that I was gonna have lights other places?
What other places can you put lights? Where else, dude?
So I'm probably gonna get a front bumper, like a steel bumper aftermarket. There's probably gonna be lights there.
What's the front bumper for?
The steel bumper. So it adds more clearance because the way stock bumpers are.
Oh, that thing at the bottom?
Kind of. That's a skid plate.
Oh.
So front bumper. So the reason why people like to modify cars, there's function and aesthetic, right? Function wise, everything a car manufacturer makes is to look pretty on paper. So what is pretty to most people? Gas mileage, right? Look at my truck. I can get 20 miles to the gallon. So how do they achieve that? The bumper comes all the way down, very aerodynamic. When it's on the freeway, it doesn't trap too much air. The problem with that in the off-road real life setting is if you're going to approach a rock, it's going to hit it immediately because it's not tucked in, right? So
how cute.
Yeah, so like the off-road front bumpers very often are highly tucked in. You know, they're a little bit heavier, a little bit denser. So adds weight. Not as good as gas mileage, but
it's capable, and you can go over fucking rocks
in that sense.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things where, like, growing up, I didn't. Both of my parents never really understood why I wanted to modify cars so much. They're like, if it comes from the factory, it's perfect. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
When it comes from the factory, like the wheels are fucked up, the tires are fucked up. Everything is to try to look good on paper to sell because they have their marketing points. But in terms of like, if you want to take that to the track, any race team is going to take like a Honda Civic and completely transform it, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to probably get a front bumper with some lights. And then also, you see those 2 little lights that people have in front of their side mirrors?
In front of their side mirrors?
Yeah, like if the side mirrors are here, they put it like right on the front of the windshield.
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like to shine a light? Wait, what?
What? Do you
like a cop light?
Do you even pay attention when you're driving?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about trucks.
Damn, what do you pay attention to?
I think I'm an aesthetics person. I
think
no idea.
I think you're a. Damn, I gotta show you. Are you kidding me?
No. What?
Are you straight up messing with me right now?
No. Let's just wait. Let me see. Let me see what you're.
All right, I'm gonna show you right now. All right, like these lights. See?
I don't know what you're pointing at. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like that.
So why'd you look at me like I was crazy?
I'll probably get some of those bad boys, you know what I'm saying?
What is that going to... Oh, so that you don't have to put it up on top?
So I might not even need a roof rack. I'll have lights everywhere else already. You know what I'm saying?
You're such a fucking geek. What's that noise?
Look at that. See that? See? Look at that. Lights right there. Do I even need a roof rack? Who knows? But I might just get one extra anyways because you can never have too much lights.
Such a little kid, dude.
Honestly, the saying of like dudes never grow up. They just buy more expensive toys. 100% correct.
Amazing. Guys just buy more expensive hobbies, have more expensive hobbies? They never grow up?
Yeah. Is that like that for chicks? Nah, chicks grow up because they become a pain in the ass real fast.
Hey, you need to fucking tone it down,
I
bro.
remember all the chicks in class were tattletelling since they're like in first grade already.
No, it's not just chicks. There's a bunch of dudes that did it. No, it's not. No.
There's this chick I used to have a crush on. She would tell me all the time.
Yeah, because
I'm like, what a bitch, but I still like you because you're cute.
You love bitches.
She was Vietnamese.
Cute. You knew that back then?
Nah.
I didn't care that they were like Mexican or anything. I didn't care about ethnicity.
It just was different because her last name was Pham.
Oh.
And I'm like, Pham, what is that?
Got it.
Vietnamese.
Got it.
But
Why do you keep looking up?
But I don't know, because that's how Vietnamese people talk. But I didn't know, you know what's crazy? It's crazy in different pockets of where you grow up, you have different racisms. And I don't mean racism in a bad way, but your own racial context.
Give it to me.
So when growing up in Cerritos, all the Vietnamese there, they were all like what is it called? Like second, third, fourth generation. So they all spoke very good English. Their parents are super Americanized and all that, very involved, Boy Scouts, sports, all of that in the PTA. So in my opinion, or what I understood of Vietnamese was Vietnamese and like the quintessential Japanese American were the same. Like when you think Americanized Asian, you think Vietnamese and Japanese American.
Interesting. I never
Crazy,
thought
right?
Vietnamese.
Yeah, because when I go to Monterey Park, everyone's fucking fresh from the motherland.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, damn, these motherfuckers are dirty as fuck. I didn't know that they were
What do
like...
you mean dirty as fuck?
I didn't know they were these dirty jungle boys until I went to Monterey Park. Because before, I thought they were like super Americanized. Because every Vietnamese person I knew was like very American. Play sports, speak perfect English. We go fishing. We're Americans. Until I moved to 626. Then they all talk like that one. Is that crazy?
Yeah, I guess so.
So I was like, oh shit, Vietnamese people are hella different than the way I knew them.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
How did we get here? Oh, the crush.
Yeah.
Yes, so that was Vietnamese. And then how did we get there?
Get where?
To the crush. Oh, girls. Okay, got it. I was just trying to retrace the thought process. No, I think girls don't grow up either, because even as little girls, we like playing with makeup. We like dress up. We like a lot of pretty things. Nah, it's the same shit.
Then why is there so many Karens in the world? They just been tattletelling and then they keep tattletelling?
There's dude equivalents. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just talking about why there's so many goddamn Karens. Is it because they used to be tattletales and then now they grow up to become Karens?
Because they became pirates, dude.
Pirates? What do you mean?
Because we know how we were watching Hook.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, if you were a lost boy or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you're forever young.
Yeah.
But then once you grow up and you become an adult, you're a pirate.
Growing up kind of sucks.
What part of it? Because I kind of like it. But what part are we talking about?
The spirit.
Oh.
The spirit of things.
Spirit towards everything or towards people?
Everything.
Oh, give me something.
Especially in like the last 2 years, I feel like this country, or maybe I'm just more involved and I'm reading into it a little bit more, but it just seems so political. You know what I mean? Like everything is either like Trump this, Biden that, Biden this, Trump that, left or right. Everything is like an issue.
I think it's been that way. I think you're just involved now, dude.
Maybe, but it just seems so political. But when you're a kid, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, let's just have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, do you see the basketball court? Yeah. It's closed. Let's go dig some fucking holes. And you just go, you just go somewhere else, dig some fucking holes, have the same good old time. But when you get older in the same circumstance, like, who's trying to lock us down? They're locking us down, locking up my fucking basketball court. That's what I feel like the adult spirit is. It's like the adult spirit is very like, who do I get to blame? You know what I mean? But kids are just like, let's do something else.
Nah, man, there's some kids, man, that fucking suck. Like, not all kids are like that. You know what I mean? Like, some kids are more like, no, this is mine, or whatever, or like, oh, you touched me. So I think
So
those kids
they get
become
into
the
politics.
fucking adults, dude.
They get into politics.
Yes.
Ah, those fucking kids.
Those fucking kids. That's why we gotta fucking teach
How
them.
do we keep those kids that no one likes from becoming politicians?
We can't. I mean, that's just their destiny. You know what I mean?
We need to put the fun kids in those political seats.
We tried.
We
I
do?
remember I ran for treasurer. Didn't you run for something?
Why isn't Rob
school?
Dyrdek the mayor?
He's too fun,
This
man.
fool's out there.
It might be too boring of a job.
This fool's out there building skate parks and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking dope.
Maybe that's why we need him not in politics, because he's a fun guy.
But what if he's like, through the city, he's able to do all kinds of really cool stuff.
Yeah, but it's just going to be so soul crushing for him that it might not even be fulfilling. Like, it might not be fun. He's a creative dude.
Really? What's that noise?
It's raining. It's fucking pouring
Holy
right
shit,
now.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pouring like a motherfucker. It's been pouring.
That's the biggest thing, surprise in Vegas, is actually how much it rained since we moved here. Because I always thought it was a desert.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
But okay, imagine this. If let's say, so imagine Rob Dyrdek has the mayor power that I think mayors have, right?
Yep.
Like the prison jumpsuits might all look sick. Everyone's rocking DC in there, or Young and Reckless, his cousin's brand. Young and Reckless jumpsuits. That's pretty fucking cool. Every single bar on the jail cell might all be like black lights or something. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad he's not running, because all this money is just going to waste.
It's going to waste anyways.
That's true.
These politicians, like California, we get taxed the craziest amount.
Yeah.
And I just saw a stat.
God, you sound so old right now,
I know.
dude.
I just saw the stat.
So, can we go back to talking about digging holes?
I just saw the stat the other day, and I think we spent $6 billion, was it, on trying to battle homelessness. And our homeless population in the last however many years went from 30,000 to 80,000.
You didn't see this stat?
I did.
I think we heard it on Joe Rogan.
No. I saw it.
And you saw it again?
I saw it. Yeah. So I'm like, in California, we already don't spend money the right way.
Yeah.
So what if we spend it
So get Rob
the
Dyrdek.
fun way?
Okay.
Yeah. Like that's what I think. I'm like, why is it like, when you become adult and you lose the kid-like spirit? It's kind of like the dad that's on the recliner, right? Reading the newspaper, that trope, and he's just talking shit. The fucking Dodgers this and that this, and the fucking Hoover Dam that. Like, you just hear all these fucking just complaints, and you're like,
about the Hoover Dam.
And you're like, damn, adults are grumpy. And that's what I don't like about growing up, where people, they just lose the kid-like spirit. The basketball court's shut down. Let's just go dig some holes.
So you wish more people had that?
Yeah, we need more kids. We all need to be more Peter Pan.
How do we become that? Because you're the pretty good Peter Pan. Teach us.
But
Teach us your ways.
I'm getting corrupted.
You are, man.
I just see all this
You're so
political
grumpy.
political bullshit. I'm like, get out of my face. I don't
Yeah.
care about that shit.
Yeah, but you have to care, right? A little bit at least. Because it affects us now. And it's going to affect Taika. So it's like, you don't want to care, but you fucking kind of have to. You know
Yeah,
what I
a
mean?
little bit.
A little bit, at least.
But I don't want it to affect me. I need to be able to like practice reading it and not letting it affect me in an adult way.
It's
be
rough.
more fun about it.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
Because like you do want to stay, with the times and be aware of what the fuck is going on, but you also don't want it to fucking weigh on you. And then the way things are delivered too can also be done in a not so positive light,
Yeah.
where you're kind of getting bombarded by these things. So yeah, it does make it definitely hard. But I think I really do relish the moments that I do that I spend with Taika, because he'll remind me to play again. Because he kind of forces you to play.
Yeah.
So right now he's in
He don't give a fuck about no politics.
He don't give a fuck about nobody.
Yeah.
He just wants his little blanket and a little stuffed animal, and he's set. But like we were playing, he's really into like the floor is lava. So it's like now just imagining this is no longer carpet, but now it's like lava, right? Like we've all played that game, and it's so fun to like go back there and then just pretend about bills. I mean, pretend that that like none of these things exist. Like there's no bills, there's no mortgage, there's no house, there's no job, there's nothing. Like you don't have to worry about any of that. And for that split, 10, 20 minutes that you're spending there pretending, it's just fun times.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like really glad that he's in my life because I'm just like, oh yeah, fuck. I didn't realize how far removed from just play I was.
Yeah.
And JK really made me feel that back in the day. Because it's like kids, bills, stressors, all that shit stayed outside. And as soon as we came into the office, it was like, let's fucking play with friends. So it was a really cool tapping into my childhood. So I felt like I didn't grow up for such a long time.
I also feel like us moving to Nevada is kind of like a kid move too.
For sure.
Because it's almost like we live in California. We have a cool house. And we thought we were going to like play at this playground for a long time. The fucking hall monitors come and fuck our playground up. So like, well, if we're going to mess with my playground here, I'm going to move to another playground.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? The goal is to make our space here, to make it like a big fun house.
Yeah.
I was explaining this to our friends that stayed over this last weekend. And I was telling them, because they were like, my girlfriends were like, oh, how are you going to like design this place? I can't wait to see what you do with it. So I was kind of giving them a rundown of the thought process.
Yeah.
And I was like, basically what we're trying to achieve here is as soon as you walk through these doors, like nothing matters. Like it's just playtime. Enjoy yourself. Kick your shoes off. Be whoever you want to be in this space. Because we're going to have like a game area and we're going to have like funny furniture everywhere. Not funny like hoo hoo ha ha, but like just unconventional furniture.
Yeah.
And the whole space, we want it to be very inviting for like singing or dancing or like just fucking being a goof.
Yeah.
So like just explaining that to them, I was like, oh man, I'm excited for us. Because it's just
are we going to get a DDR machine?
I've never did that. You know that?
Me neither.
Oh, then what the fuck why would you even think of that?
Just because it says singing and dancing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's literally dancing.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. It really is. I was thinking maybe mirrors that we can like do shit with. I don't know. But I was even like thinking like dancing. Lights and like, dude, how would it be if we had like a disco ball hanging from the top, and then when we do have get-togethers, we shine lights on it, and it's like fucking
that's
disco ball.
Cool. Or one that descends.
Okay, that sounds expensive. I was trying to find like, a middle ground.
Well, we could descend it ourselves. We just
like a piñata.
Let the rope down. Yeah,
I got a lot of experience, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I really want to stay in that space for as long as possible. Because being in it, like growing up doesn't suck. It just sucks being disconnected from that childlike wonder and play.
What I do like seeing is, over the last year, people have been moving all over the place. And I actually really like that.
Yeah, me too.
I like seeing, so we have some friends that just moved to Oklahoma. And I never in a million years would have thought he would ever move to Oklahoma because he's in the middle of building like a bunch of franchises. So when you think like business hustles like that, you really think city. You got to like meet with the VCs, venture capitalists, like, entrepreneurs, that kind of stuff. And I think for him, his version, because our version of fuck it is like, let's go to Nevada. It's still close enough to the family. And you could do a lot here, right? Because it's literally like one town in the middle of the woods is what Nevada really is, or in the middle of a desert. He moved to Oklahoma, and I'm like, yo, like out of all places, like why Oklahoma? And he goes, I always wanted to live on a ranch, and I never lived on a ranch before. So I was like,
how fucking cool.
So he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy this ranch for I think $200,000.
Oh my Jesus.
And he showed me videos yesterday, and it looked like it's like 30 acres. Like he goes, you see from here to there. And he has 2 ponds with fish in it. So he could fish on his own property. There's a one big ass like fence area for cattle. And he's like, that's
what a dream.
And he goes, that's my barn. And this is someone that I know that grew up in the city, like either like LA or Long Beach. And this fool's now in the middle.
The ranch life.
And
he's going to buy those fucking tractors. Like those.
That's what he told me. He goes, that's what I need. He goes, I actually need like a tractor lawnmower so that I can cut the grass because the place is actually so big. And he's off-roading on his own property.
Amazing.
And I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So I like seeing people, last year just go like, you know what? Fuck it, dude.
Yeah, I like it too.
This is what I've been wanting to do. I'm going to just go fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because you know, I think the way people view it is there's a lot of people that think life isn't reversible, but it totally is.
Right.
People move back home all the time, move back in with their parents all the time. It's normal.
Yeah.
And so
I don't even see it as reversible. I just think people, like, as you grow older, right, there's so many stressors. Like, you got bills to pay.
Yeah.
There's just so many things you have to fucking think about and problem solve. And like, because you're the adult now. Back then, you were looking to the adults to give you the guidance. But now you're that person.
Yeah.
So I think anything additional to that, like moving your entire, like uprooting to hundreds and hundreds, in some cases, thousands of miles away, is a fucking stress that a lot of people don't want to deal with. And you have your whole community and you have so many things that you leave behind. It's really a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, because we have our local, you know, grocery stores that we already know people by their first name. We have our neighbors. We have our like churches, you know, like you have like your routine and your things that you're used to. And then to have to start that over at this age or older.
It is tough.
It's fucking hard. And I'm not even considering like pets or kids or whatever. Like that's a whole other layer.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I see that too, I'm just like, yo, props to you. Like, because getting out of your comfort zone and putting more stress on yourself for the long game is amazing to me. And a lot of people just aren't willing to do that.
Yeah. I guess for me, I see it in like a two-part way where if the things you like are the things you like, then keep it and forego your fucking dreams, right? Forego the wish list. But if the things you like are actually anchors in your life that tie you down and you're constantly fantasizing, that to me is unhealthy.
Right.
Like if you're not enjoying the present because you're fantasizing about another life, you might as well cut the anchors and say, fuck it.
And that's the hard part.
Yeah.
For a lot of people.
But if you really do enjoy your community, you do enjoy like what you have around you, and you don't fantasize, you don't go, oh, I would always
then you're
love
where
a
you
ranch.
want to be.
Yeah. Because then that's unhealthy too, you know? Then it's like fantasizing about another significant other, you know?
Yeah.
So like our friend that just moved to Oklahoma, like now I'm so curious. I would love to see his adventures, and because I feel like I'm actually living it through him because I'm a city boy.
Yeah.
So to see like another city boy like adapt and just like he was showing me, he goes, and that's my driveway. And I couldn't even see the end of his driveway because his driveway, number one, is dirt. And it goes all the way down, probably like a quarter mile.
Amazing.
And I'm like, that is nuts. So I'm like, for sure you ain't got no Postmates. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. No, I need Postmates. All right, baby. Well, on that note, we got to wrap it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is super cutie. Anything you want to add?
Yeah. Don't be an
Grow
adult.
up. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't become a pirate.
Yeah, man. If people lock down our basketball court, go fucking dig some holes,
Yeah.
dude.
Let's go dig all the holes.
Let's just keep the smile. I think the important thing in life is shaka and keep the smile going.
Yep.
You know, whatever it is, maintain the smile. And if you got stupid thoughts that are turning the smile downwards, get those stupid thoughts out of there.
Yep. That easy.
Yeah.
It's that easy. He's going to come out with a program for you guys to follow. I'm just kidding. All right. Thank you so much. That was some great advice. Thank you for the
3
great
sets of
conversation.
10 of smiles every day.
Yep. There we go. That's cute.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much for making it to this point. We love you. We appreciate you. And we also want to say thank you to our sponsors.
Shout out to our sponsor, Liquid Death. And if you don't know what it is, it's a brand new water company. And the name comes from one, they want to murder your thirst. And also, they want to kill all the plastic pollution out there, which is why they call it Liquid Death. And 10% of all of their profits go to cleaning up the plastic pollution in the ocean. So go check that out. If you see Liquid Death out in the supermarkets, go grab it. The water actually tastes phenomenal, and you're going to love it. Also, shout out to our sponsor, Barbell Brigade. A lot of people are going right back into the gyms, trying to pick up where they left off, and let us support you in your fitness endeavor. We have a 30-day jumpstart program to help you lose some weight, put on a little bit of muscle, a little bit of crash course, 6-day training program to really jumpstart your fitness. And also we got clothes, gear, equipment, full line of supplements from pre-workout to protein, everything that you need to get you started and on your way to having a successful journey in fitness. Go to barbellbrigade.com. Also, don't forget to go to junebishop.com where you can get affordable ceremonial grade matcha. It's extremely delicious. My favorite flavor is the blueberry one. I could drink that one all day long. And we have a code for you, BEAW, B-E-A-W, and you get 10% off all of the matcha tins and the daily serving packets. So make sure you go to junebishop.com and use the code BEAW to get 10% off. Thank you.